Think Social Security won't be around when you retire? You're not alone. It's one of the biggest fears most people have about their future. But here's the truth. There's a lot of misinformation out there, and believing the wrong thing could seriously hurt your retirement plan. Welcome to Retirement Unscripted, the show that helps you take control of your money and plan for the retirement you actually look forward to. Today, we're cutting through the noise and breaking down the truth about Social Security and what you need to know. In this, we're going to cover 5 different areas or 5 different points that are going to help you get ready for your retirement. If you've been stressed about whether or not Social Security will be there, then this episode is for you. We'll give you clarity and peace of mind. So let's get right into the 5 points. First, Social Security is not going anywhere, okay? But it is going to change. I acknowledge this. There's some concerns about Social Security's future. While adjustments may be made, it's very unlikely to disappear. Now, we understand that there's going to be some changes that have to be made for this to last for people in their lives. It has to be changed. We haven't made very many changes to it since it started. So now, the latest projections from Social Security Administration about the potential benefit reductions after the trust depletion in the 2030s, what it realistically means for you in retirement today, like how are you going to get through that, right? And so this is what I'm saying. If the benefits are potentially going to be reduced, this would lead me to believe that we have more potential for the program to exist, just not as it exists now. But this puts more responsibility on you to prepare for your retirement. So this is something that you want to make sure that we're saving enough money, because if the benefits are reduced, then it's going to be up to you to make this bridge in that gap from your own personal savings. Now, the age you are when you claim affects your benefit amount. So let's talk about it. If you're claiming early at 62, that means your benefit's going to be reduced, while delaying out to 70, which is full retirement age, increases the benefits by about 8% a year for full retirement, right? So understand that. This is something that I think people always kind of gloss over. Understand, if you're thinking about guarantees, especially as we're talking about growth and money, you know that you're going to get an 8% increase on the benefit that you have, right? If you wait. So we want to understand, like we probably, we want to know how to use how timing impacts your payouts, right? Because if you do this and you start taking money at 62, and we haven't even got to the tax piece about it, right? You start taking this at 62, there's something that will jump out at you, and it's called provisional income. We're going to talk a little bit more in detail on provisional income on one of my later points, but stick around for that, because I think that if you're looking at this and you're seriously considering taking your Social Security early because it's yours, you want to understand how it's going to impact your taxes. Okay. Point number three, Social Security was never designed to replace your entire income. Social Security was designed to supplement your income. And so when we're looking at this, right, supplement means it's going to help. So typically Social Security replaces about 30 to 40% of your income. And that means retirees need to have personal savings, pensions, income sources, and other sources to cover the rest. So when you think about 30 to 40%, if we're really going to let's just get numbers, right? That means if we have $100,000, we made $100,000 when we were working, pre-retirement income, that means that only $30,000 should be coming from Social Security. That would be about a $3,000 a month Social Security that you're getting, right? So I think that you have to understand that this is what it means when you're getting this income, and it should only be a small portion of what you are going to live on through the rest of your life. I just want to make sure that you understand savings is going to be of the utmost importance, and having a well-rounded retirement plan is essential. So when we're setting up our retirement plan, right, and we're talking about understanding our income sources and why that's so important, if you haven't heard about that, we have another episode that you can check where we talk a little bit about some of the income sources, or some of the myths, about income sources. So that's something that you want to make sure that you look into and really understand, because this is a big decision, and you're making a decision that's going to impact your life for the next 20 or 30 years. So point number 4 we're going to talk about is going to be taxes and Social Security. Yes, it can be taxable. Many retirees are surprised to learn that up to 85% of your Social Security benefit can be taxed from your total base income. And so that's that's a little unsettling, right? We get to this place and we're like, how they're going to tax us on this? Well, they can tax you and they tax you according to your provisional income. So if you have provisional income or your provisional income is going to be there's some hard and fast numbers for you. So if you're single, provisional income max is going to be 25,000, meaning that if you make over $25,000 as a single person and you're drawing your Social Security, then you're gonna be over the provisional income that they have allowed for you, and you will have to pay taxes on your benefit. And so a lot of times when people are making this decision, about whether or not they should take their Social Security, they're making a decision and it's not fully informed. So understand your provisional income and how it works when you're planning this. So it's $44,000 if you're married. So how do they come up with the calculation for provisional income? Okay, they use three things. They use your adjusted gross income, right? We know what that is. That's your AGI. Then they're going to take your non-taxable interest. So if you have like municipal bonds or something and they don't count as income there, your non-taxable interest will count as income in your provisional income. Lastly, your half of your Social Security benefit. So we'll go back to that example where we were talking about someone getting a $30,000 benefit. So that means $15,000 of your benefit will be taxed. That only leaves you a little bit of money that you can make. $30,000 if you're married between two people, right? So if you take this benefit early and you 15% or 15,000 of your benefit is going to be taxed. That means to get to that 40 number, you only can make 29,000 more dollars. So we really want to be make an informed decision about when you take your Social Security, and it has to be more than just, well, I have it, I'm going to take it. Okay. So the withdrawal strategies and income streams need to all work together for you. And number 5, if you stuck around this late, this long, this is going to be a great tip for you. This last one: survivor, spouse, and divorce benefits matter. Okay. Understand this, that Social Security provides benefits for spouses and survivors and even divorced individuals if they were married for more than 10 years. This is the part right here where there's so many different things that could be going on. We talked about provisional income. We talked about how your interest can be taxable. We talked about how half of your Social Security is going to count towards your both provisional income. So when we have all of these things going on, and then maybe you had a divorce from years ago and you never remarried, and now you're going to receive Social Security from an ex-spouse. So you want to make sure that you understand how your benefits work, how to strategically claim them based on your unique family situation. Okay. If you need help with that, you can always reach out to us here at Gen Next Wealth. I'll put the link in the bottom. And if this episode helps you today, please like and subscribe so you can get more of this great information coming to you on a weekly basis. Until next time, my name's Emlen.